Good morning, Stanton. We are in the 3.14 PU, checking things out. I am on a space station. I don't know exactly where I am at the moment. We're gonna do a few things today. I have been trying to produce some videos all week, and I'm having a lot of issues because a lot of the plans that I had that I want to do, checking out the new scanning features, checking out the new mining, are not working. And I actually have gotten a couple comments about how mining is really broken in this patch, and I agree. Oh, good. I'm right by Hurston. So I'm in Everest Harbor, which means we'll get a nice view of Hurston here. So I agree. This patch has not been great for mining at all. The scanning is kind of cool, what's happened, but the actual mining, being able to scan asteroids, being able to actually mine asteroids with any success, has not worked. And then someone just sent me a comment asking about rock mining because it's not working also. But part of that might be due to the new scanning features. Oh, I'm on my other account. That's okay. We're going to use the Star Runner. So, also, we're not using the account that I use for my starting on the bottom, which is fine. Means I got a lot of ships here I can use from. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the MSR and a ROC, and I'm going to go try doing some mining. At the same time, I'm also going to make another video kind of talking about my thoughts on this new patch. Remember, if you ever forget, if you're not paying attention like I was, where's my ship? Just look for it. It'll tell you. Pad 6. So I'm going to go to Pad 6. So this patch has not been great. And I don't think they're going to fix mining in this patch. Not in the way that I would like, and not in the way that's going to be really useful. And I have some thoughts why. So I'm going to make two videos today. One, this one right here, trying out rock mining, which may or may not work, which may or may not be broken. I tried to do one with prospectors. I tried to do one trying to see if I could solo an Argo, which I managed to. I managed to get a little bit of money with that. It was doable. But it's really hard, and it's not something I would recommend. Make sure I have my helmet on. Not something I would recommend at all because the mining seems so broken in this patch. So I'm gonna make this video, and I'm gonna make one about 3.14 and why it's not that great right now, and why I don't think it's going to improve. And mainly it has to do with how late it came out. So both videos, whether or not I can successfully mine with a ROC here or not, and the other one, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it all the way done. I'm going to get it to editing. So this one here, you'll see, if you're watching this video thinking, oh good, he's going to show me how to mine with a ROC, it may or may not work. Maybe I'll put a little bit of a spoiler right here to let you know whether or not this is going to be useful if you're trying to actually learn how to mine with a ROC yet or not, and you can see how well this has worked, because this new patch is kind of wonky. I'm gonna go, where am I gonna go? Ariel or Aberdeen tend to be pretty good, I think, for rock mining, so maybe I'm gonna go there. So that's what we're doing now. We're gonna take off, we're gonna fly to Aberdeen, and then from Aberdeen we will pick up our ROC and we will continue on there. So I will see you in a moment. How come? Are these all ships? What am I looking at here? F8 Lightning. UE Navy. Oh, you know what? Because there's still like Ninetail stuff going on, I think. That's probably why. That would make a lot more sense why there's all these things around here. So maybe we'll do some Ninetail stuff later as well if it's still around. I like this new scanning. Now that I've gotten better at this, the scanning is pretty cool. Hit V, get into scanning mode. So that's Everest for some reason shows up over there, even though it's right there. Well, maybe that's some of the guns that are around there. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna head to Aberdeen. So we are on Aberdeen, and we are coming into HDMS Anderson, I believe. Heading right here to the Platinum Bay. We're going to get ourselves a ROC. N still works for landing gear, so luckily that hasn't changed for this patch, although other things did. Luckily that one still seems good. So now remember, on Aberdeen, if you do come here, don't come towards the rehabilitation facility. You get a trespassing warning. Leave the area. Head straight up. Head to space. Get out of the way. You definitely don't want to get a crime stat because people will assume that you are trying to rescue or help someone break out of prison, I should say. I guess it's a rescue. Rescue them from, serving their time. Also, stay away from the area if you're going to try mining, because there may be people there that are already trying to break someone out of prison. More than likely, if you're going to get attacked, that would be where it would happen. So we are fairly far away in Anderson here, and we're going to go over and try to get the ROC. Now I could try to get the DS, because I know I've got access to that right now also, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go with the regular ROC, because trying out the DS will be something entirely different, and I'd rather just use the ROC so I don't have to position it with one person and then with one pilot seat and then get out and go into the other seat. We'll just use the ROC. We are going to hopefully find some materials to mine here. There's the ROC. There she is. So we're going to get that. We're going to go in, and I have not tried to find any ROC minables, any of the crystals, while flying using a new scanning system in 3.14. So this is going to be a little bit of a learning curve for me as well to see what the big changes are. So remember, with the ROC, I hit F4, have to hit R in order to turn everything on. Once these lights come on, you know it's on, but F4 makes it so much easier. Use the mouse to look around. Hopefully one day they limit the speeds. Now, one thing I've noticed, I can hit tab, and it doesn't look like I'm scanning, but if I hit F4, I have been sending out pings. Ooh, there's stuff there. So even though you can't see the pings when you are in the game, so those are not super far, but they're about 5 kilometers. So maybe what I'm going to do is I'm still going to go into the ship, and I'm going to fly the stuff over there and check it out. But yeah, so that's the one big change, is you can use tab and send out pings while you're in the ROC. However, you can't see that you're doing it. So I don't know if something actually pops up that I'd be able to see on scan, if that will pop up. That's something I'm going to check as well. Okay, I don't need to be in that mode. There we go. Close my ramp. And we're going to head over there to see what I've picked up on scans. Alright, how do I do this again? Sensors off. Maybe that'll stay open. Let's see if that worked. And if it still does, awesome. Seems to be working. We'll leave those doors open for a bit. Okay, so it was a little bit... Okay, remember I hit I because I had turned the engines off. You can always tell if these bars are both off, they're both not lit up, your engines are off. That's a good way to tell. Okay, so I'm gonna hit tab. Yeah, over here somewhere. Let's go see what these are. So that's just a regular mineable asteroid. You can see because it looks like a stone and a stone. So those are not rock mineable. So I'm just going to fly around a bit. I'm going to actually mouse wheel down. If you look over here, I'm mouse wheeling down to keep my speed not super fast. That way I can hopefully not ram into a building. So I'm going to fly around, hitting tab. Now, one of the big changes is hitting V puts you into a scan mode, where if you mouse up and down now, you're changing the field of view that you're scanning. Hello, well, flying over Aberdeen, I'm realizing that I'm still kind of getting the hang of scanning. Scanning's a bit weird. There's been some changes. One thing I realized I was doing is I'm hitting V, which brings you into the scan mode, mousing up and down. This is not going to help me. This is only helping when I'm trying to scan something, like scan some rocks or scan another ship. If I want to change my field of view of scanning, I'm using the greater than or less than symbols. Now if you look on this side of the screen here, watch this area of the screen when I hit those symbols. And you can see something's going in and out. And you can see right about here, there's something that says like, it's got 180, 360, goes down to 11%. That is your focus. Oh, that was the wrong button. That's tilde. Every time I hit tab, it's scanning based on that 11 field of view. So I'm going to keep it about 180 right now. So that is a difference in scanning. One of the changes that I'm still kind of getting a handle on, and not 100%. So ignore when I push V in order to change my scanning range. That's only, V is only useful for scanning objects. So pushing V and then scanning something in front of me would work. But it's greater than, less than. That is how we scan. So I'm scanning in a much wider field of view now. And I'm heading towards here. And you can scan a little bit faster. Like I can hit these tabs pretty fast to put out scanning pings. Oh, there we go, 5,000. So let's see what this is. So I'm going to do this for a while. If this one is not a gem, I'm just going to edit to when I finally find some gems to mine. That looks like an asteroid. So I'm going to just fly around a bit and try to find some gems to mine. Oh, look at that. That popped up really close. Only 800 away. So that one most likely is a gem. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So let's get closer and look. There we are. There's some gems. So when you're pushing tab, getting a ping out, if you see anything that pops up over 2,000 away, it's definitely not going to be it. So just keep doing it until you see closer ones pop up. It doesn't visually show you, like in space, the collection of boxes, which I'm not as much of a fan of, but that worked. So let's give rock mining a try. So where would be a good place to land? You know what? I'm going to land here because it's flatter. I'm okay for doing a little bit of driving. And I've left my landing gear down. You can see that it's down on the side over here. So just flying around with my landing gear down is totally fine. Alright, that looks good. Oh, I forgot I had this in green paint. Love green. Alright. So, you can't really see now, but you've noticed the hydrogen and quantanium bars there were red as soon as I turned my engines off. I always turn my engines off. That way, less likely that my ship is going to bounce into the air and then hover there. Oh, this seems to be working so much better. Yes, let's leave all these doors open to the harsh environment. Perfect. Okay. So this is it. First attempt, rock mining and 3.14. Again, I hit a 4, makes it a bit easier to see what I'm doing. Hit I to get my engines back on, and I am... Oh. Should have checked that, but I think I'll be able to get back in. Should be okay. Alright. So, they are this way. So if I hit tab, can I see those from here? No. That's disappointing. I was hoping they would show up. The old style, you hit tab, you would see a box around them. Well in the external mode, and I wish they'd kind of allow that again, because I do not like driving in this view. It is definitely a little annoying. So we're going to keep driving, get up this hill a little bit. Every once in a while, make sure we're on track. It's up by that big rock there, so let's go this way. And fingers crossed, we are going to be able to mine some gems. I forgot to try to scan to see even what kind of gems these are. That's what I'm going to do. The next one from the ship, I'm going to see if that is still possible. Okay, is that them there? Yeah, that's them there. So it's these. Well, I guess I can't really show you. You can see there's slightly different colors here. They're yellow. What one's yellow? It's not. Well, that one might be pink. That might be Hadnite. So we're going to hit M for mining mode. Hadnite. Hadnite. Oh, it is Hadnite. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to go actually around them, because I don't like where I am. That should be better. Now, the other drawback is these are going to explode and slide down the hill. Not a fan of that. Alright. So now it scans fairly quick. Let's see, as soon as I turn the mining laser on, if this rescans. No. So this seems better. Except, I'm not putting any power. Oh, there you go, a little bit of power. Really positioned my laser badly that I can't really see the optimal window as much. But luckily this rock's big enough that the power's going in slow enough that it should be okay. So I'm going to say that rock mining is better than prospector mining at the moment. Because if I did that with a prospector, where I turn it off and on again, it would rescan the rock that I was trying to mine, and it'd be almost game-breaking impossible to mine. So this is much better. Rock mining still seems to be pretty good. So now we're going to focus on the scanning and seeing if that's improved once I bust these open. Okay, extraction. It's actually working fairly quickly, which isn't bad. Well, I spoke too soon. There we go. Suck some of these up before they... I'm actually surprised these did not just fling down the hill and have me chase them all the way down the mountainside, so... Some of those are a bit farther. Oh, and that one I flung into the air. Bye, rock. Okay. So let's do this one. Again, my laser is in a horrible position that it's covering the optimal window. You can see it a bit better there. Positioning's a fairly big aspect of this game that I'm ignoring at the moment, but again, this rock isn't really too hard to crack, so it should be okay. So I'm going to start mouse wheeling down a little bit just as I'm getting to the optimal window, which is right now. Oh, it's still going up. There we go. It's really hard to see. But we're making good progress. Oh, I actually lost too much power there. Go into extraction mode. Get this one. There you go. There's also not distances on these anymore. That's another change. These rocks, these little gems, used to have little meter markers on them that would tell you, like, this one here is 12 meters away, and this one here, maybe I'm trying to pick it up and I don't realize it's on the other side of that hill, and it's actually, you know, 43 meters away, and I think it's right here. So that's a change that I'm not super happy with. Okay, how far away did the other one fly? Oh, I should be able to get it. Is it right here, though? I don't know, because the meter markers are gone. Those two gems you can see on right here. The rocks are kind of going over it. Those are the rock nodes that I just mined. I won't be able to pick those up. Maybe, see, like this one. Is it right there? No, it is way over here. That I'm not happy with. That's a change that is really annoying. And hopefully they fix. Oh, that one made it super far. Well, let's go get it. Let's go get it. As long as I don't roll this down the hill, we should be okay. Yeah, I flung that one really good. Yeah, I would like distances for these to come back, please, CIG. That would make a lot of sense. Because I could have been trying to pick that one up on the side of the hill forever, and it was right here, I assume. Yes, okay. Now I gotta get back to my ship. We're gonna try finding another node of gems, and I'm gonna try from the ship scanning them to see if I can figure out the content of the gems. But I've got tell me how many? Somewhere? 60 Hadanite. I think that's what that says. Not bad. Light gravity on Aberdeen. Aberdeen's great for Hadanite though. There's a lot of Hadanite on Aberdeen and Ariel. Daymar is also pretty good. So we are going to just head back to our ship and try again. If you are just flying around low, I think passive scanning, meaning just flying low to the ground slow, should pick up the rocks, the gem. Don't forget to hit M, put your mining laser away, otherwise you're going to ram it on your ship. Let's see if I can get in. Yes! So even though the ramp wasn't right on the ground, I still managed to get in, which is good. I think without actually scanning, I think just flying low to the ground nice and slow, those gems should pop up on your radar. So I'll try that out as well, see if that is a possible thing you can do. And I'll never use this elevator, just run. Oh, this is so much better. So the viewer told me how to lock these doors open. Oh, you have made the MSR even better as a rock mining ship, in my opinion. So here's what I was talking about before. Look at the two bars here. They're red, hydrogen, quantanium. That's because I hit I, turn my engines off. So hit I, they're back on again. So maybe what I'll do is I'm just going to fly around low and slow and see if any other gems pop up. You know what? They don't pop up unless you're really close, so I'm still going to do some scanning. So I'm looking for pings that show up under 2,000. That one is the one I just mined, so I'm not going to count that one. I'm going to hit V, go back into the new scanning mode, and that way I can try to maybe like adjust the band and keep it maybe a bit wide. So when I find another scanning mode, I'm going to try to figure out, or sorry, when I find another mining node, I am talking all over myself, I'm going to try to figure out how to scan the rocks from a distance to see their composition. So see, that one's 10,000 away. Not going to worry about that one. Only the ones that show up really close. 5,500, still too far away. Alright, I'm going to keep this up. As soon as I find some more rocks, we will be back. Alright, we are heading towards another signal here. So this one, because I'm like less than 100 away, I think it popped up around 2,000, maybe 1,700, and I can't see anything. I know that those are, there we go, mine. So I'm going to hit V. Hitting V is going to get me into the scan mode. I'm going to zoom in a bit on these, hold down left mouse button. Let's see if I can, oh, there you go. It says scanning. Oh, set it for a moment. There we go. What is this? Consumables, commodities. It's not, maybe I gotta get closer? 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100%. It doesn't tell me what... Oh, there you go, Hadnite. It does tell me Hadnite. Did it tell me that when it was farther? So, we found more Hadnite. So, hitting V, which gets you into the scanning mode like this, and then if you look where it says signal straight and scan, signal strength, and then scan progress, when I had my signal strength up and I'm holding the left mouse button, I was able to scan some Hadnite here. So we're gonna go land somewhere. Where am I gonna land? Where am I gonna land? Maybe I can land close enough. Can I land here? That's a horrible landing. Here. External view sometimes helps, because at least I can see if I'm going to try to landing on a rock or rough ground. Let's open the cargo bay. That's much better.
Engines on. Engines off.
Don't double click engines, or you just toggle them on off. So I'm gonna go mine these, but yeah, rock mining seems to be working. So this is just gonna be a quick video, just showing that rock. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna restart that sentence. Yes, so rock mining seems to be working, which is good. So unlike prospector mining, unlike using the Argo mole, I can recommend that mining with a rock right now will work. However, I will say that I'm not happy with some of the scanning changes. It seems harder to me to find the rock minables. When you're flying around, just look for the signals that pop up, the little distance signals that are under 2,000. On top of that, the gems themselves don't visually show up till you're very close. And on top of that, scanning them from your ship doesn't seem to be as straightforward as it used to be, and so it's not as great. But as far as being able to find things and make some money with it, at least for now, this is still working. So I'm just going to mine these last nodes, but I'm going to leave you here with this video. This is going to be a quick short video saying that rock mining still more or less working, I would say, with 3.14. I will make a better how-to video in a mining series once they fix the other mining. Ooh, there you go. Is that also Hadnite? Oh, it's behind a rock. Okay, I was very confused. If you look at this, that did not look like Hadnite, but there was a gem there. I was very confused, but the Hadnite's behind a little boulder there, or possibly inside. But I'm going to get these Hadnite, and then I'm going to head back to Loreville, and we're going to sell them. But thank you for watching. I'm going to do another video after I've sold this Hadnite, basically talking about my thoughts about 3.14, and I'm going to put that one out right away also. So stay tuned for that. And once again, hopefully everyone is trying the free fly event, and I will see you soon here in the verse. Thanks for watching. Bye. So, one little epilogue, little thing to add on to the end as I checked to see how we did as far as just grabbing a few nodes. I didn't grab that last rock. It was actually inside 119, not bad. That last rock was inside the other boulder, and I could get with the perfect angle a way to mine it, but every time I kind of moved a bit, it did or did not retain its charge. So it wasn't really working, and it wasn't really worth my time since I really didn't care that much. I just want to see if mining worked. One thing I'd point out, if we look here, I'm wearing the basic external suit. If you're going to come and mine in a rock in Aberdeen, maybe grab the Pembroke, because it's quite hot out here. But if you're using a ship, going in and out of the ship really quick, and you're not out there long, but look here, the temperature going from 50, 60, 70, 90, over 100. How hot are we going to get? 160, 190, 200. So we're about almost 210, 209 degrees Celsius. So maybe get the Pembroke armor if you're going to come here. Always remember that the rock, unlike a spaceship, is all open. So you don't have any protection from the elements or an oxygenated atmosphere to breathe in, so you need a spacesuit for using the rock. The rock DS, maybe the pilot is protected. I'm not actually sure about that, but that's just one thing I thought I would end at. But yeah, 191 Hadnite, not so bad for a few minutes work, just trying things out. So that's it. Thanks again, and hopefully I will see you soon in a verse. Goodbye.